Hello there, everyone. Today, we're going to delve into the beautiful world of the Book of Psalms, focusing on chapter 10 specifically, chapters 1 to 18, which encompasses the entirety of Psalm 10. The Book of Psalms is a treasured collection of ancient Hebrew poems, songs, and prayers, making it one of the most beloved books in the entire Bible. Chapter 10 is a thrilling and powerful chapter that dives deep into themes such as justice, injustice, and the ultimate justice that God brings to those who trust in Him. Psalm 10, as it stands, is a lament psalm, expressing distress over the wickedness of the wicked and asking God to intervene, bringing justice to those living in oppression. The chapter highlights the wicked's pride, arrogance, and deception, while also demonstrating the faith in God's ultimate judgment and protection of the innocent. Some key themes and interpretations from this chapter include: frustration with God's perceived distance. The psalmist questions why God seems to be distant and hidden from their problems while the wicked continue to prosper. Description of the wicked. The chapter paints a vivid portrait of the wicked as arrogant, greedy, and deceitful, who treat others poorly and do not fear God. God's justice and sovereignty. Despite the wickedness of the wicked, the psalmist expresses faith in God's ultimate judgment and His unwavering protection of the oppressed. Appeal to God's mercy and protection. The psalmist pleads with God to intervene, defend the oppressed, and bring justice to those suffering under the wicked's rule. Specific verses and their meanings. Psalm 10, verses 1 to 2, expresses the overall frustration and alienation of the psalmist, questioning why God seems distant and why wicked individuals are prospering rather than facing justice. Psalm 10, verse 3 to verse 6, describes the wickedness of the wicked, including their arrogance, self-centeredness, and disregard for God's word. Psalm 10, verse 7 to verse 9. The psalmist calls on God to intervene, protect the innocent, and bring justice to the oppressed. Psalm 10, verse 10 to verse 11, suggests that God can bring justice through His eternal reign and is promised to deliver the oppressed from the wicked. Psalm 10, verse 12 to verse 14, describes the psalmist's faith in God's ultimate judgment and His promise that justice will be brought to the oppressed. Psalm 10, verse 15 to verse 17. The psalmist expresses trust in God's protection, reminds us that God is the ultimate ruler and His justice will ultimately triumph over wickedness. Psalm 10, verse 18 to verse 20. The psalmist ends the verse by expressing praise for God's justice and a declaration of trust in His ultimate protection. Thank you so much for engaging with me today as we delve into the Book of Psalms. If you found this exploration interesting, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing insights into the Bible. Until next time, take care.